Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Thursday, May the 30th, 2024. As you can see, I'm in tall grass. We have Graham's meat cook just behind us. Let's go ahead and we're going to take part in that. Right on. Right on. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to start turning a spit here. As soon as it starts, we can move on to the next one. Nice. Alright, good stuff. Wait for that to pop up for us. Alright, they counted. Alright, good stuff. So let's head to the drums. Alright. You only need on there for a second or two. Oh, someone get all the greens.
Simple human confused. Go get wood. Feed fire.
Huh.
No humans get sick and eat dirty meat. Charlie makes lots of dirty piles. So watch out. Humans need keep meat cooked clean if don't want sick.
Just like that.
This meat cook is big win. Humans win, meat win.
There's a lot of people here. Holy mackerel. Let's see what we get. Decoy ducks, right on. We have that. That's fine. Some other stuff as well. Right there. Let's drop these here for somebody. Right, let's take a look at what we got for the daily challenges for today. Let's go ahead and select them. Well, we're going to re-roll that bad boy. Alright. So we can do primal cuts as well. Alright, so while we are on a public server, we can go ahead and do this one here. Eat a cooked meal in a teammate's camp 5. So again, just one teammate's camp is good enough. And just eat 5 cooked meals. Can be vegetarian. It can be meat, whatever you want to do. Alright, so let's actually we'll head down here to the Silva Homestead. Alright, we're here at Silva Homestead, so again, we can go ahead and we can make vegetarian meals or meat-based meals, whatever you want to do. Of course, Silva Homestead is really good for corn. Billings Homestead, really good for razor grain. Cobbleton Farm, just up here, good for many different types of vegetables as well. Right down here at the Big L's Tattoo Parlor, just around the corner under that overpass, some corn and razor grain there as well. Oop, hit the wrong button there. Right down here at the General Steakhouse, another great spot. Again, it's right behind that large building. It's a little bit higher level area, but it's also pretty good. And of course, we have this route, this roadway down here. They're unmarked farms down here. You can check that out if you so wish. But there's a couple fields down here of various types of vegetables. If you're looking for meat, hands down, one of the best spots is right down here in good old Flatwoods. We have the 3 mole rats here. We also have a couple rad roaches, a couple opossums. This place is a great spot for Brahmin, so you can make cook meat-based meals there as well. If you have the Mirelurk steamer, which I have in my camp, another great source. It will passively collect meat and cook it at the same time, and that's also considered a meal, a cooked meal. But what we're going to do here today, we're actually going to get some veggies. If you're looking to harvest veggies, per card under perception, it's called Green Thumb, where we price as much when harvesting flora. So again, if you come across this card, don't throw it away. It's definitely a card to hang on to, especially if you're herbivore, but even if you're carnivore like myself, it's more so like a huge time saver for a person like myself for doing daily weekly challenges, okay? So let's go up here. We're going to grab some corn. Here we go. A couple corn is all that we need. Good stuff. All right. All right, let's head down here to Flatwoods. We're actually going to spawn right here in Flatwoods. All right. Of course, again, you're going to come across a couple of rad roaches in that bus stop. 3 mole rats just on the other side of that Green Country Lodge. There's an opossum up there, and way a little bit further, just around the corner, there's usually 3 mongrels up there. So let's go ahead here. We got some Brahmin, which are right here for the picking. Brahmin meat is fine. There we go. All right, let's go down here. We're going to collect some dirty water. And, of course, 2 dirty water makes 1 boiled water, so we're going to do that. Now, again, if you happen to have a Mylar steamer in your camp, huge time saver. You guys hear me talk about it all the time. But I know not everyone's going to have that, so I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Let's go down here to a couple cooking stations. Alright, so again, these are all simple recipes. Let's go to our cooking station here. Let's make the boiled water. Oh, that's a lot. That's way too much, Jim. All food. Go down here. Corn soup, again, simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up corn, alright? And again, with that ribeye steak, again, another simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up Brahmin meat, okay? Right, so now that we cooked some meals here, we get that checked off. So as the daily said, we have to eat a cooked meal in the teammates camp 5. So let's go ahead. We're on a public server. We're going to join a team. Hopefully there's some room for us. We'll join this casual team here. Here we go. One thing good about joining a team is their camps on the map are free fast travel. So let's pop over to their teammates camp here. As you can see, free fast travel. Looks like we have a downed person there. And again, as you know, when you build a camp, you have that kind of like that land green area where you can only build in, okay? So just kind of keep that in mind. You don't need to be inside of a building because not every place, some people have said in the past, I can't go inside their house because it's locked. You don't need to be inside their house or their building because not every camp will have a building, okay? So we're on top of this person's roof. As long as you're within the camp area, you know, roughly, okay, you could be on the porch if you don't have a jetpack to get up here. Let's go ahead. As you can see, I am a carnivore. Scroll down a little bit here, or scroll up. Oh, scroll down, Jim. Holy. As you can see, I am a carnivore right there. We're going to eat some corn soup. It's going to count. The vegetarian meal. We're going to eat the ribeye steak that we also crafted. Done, just like that. Eat a cooked meal at the teammates camp 5 for 5. Done. Just like that, guys. Just like that, okay? Now, again, you don't have to hang around with your teammates. You don't have to be best friends with them or anything. You can just leave that. You can just join the team and leave it, whatever you want to do, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to join Primal Cuts here. Complete the event Primal Cuts. Let's take a look here on the map to see where Primal Cuts is at. There's one up here. I don't see very many people. We'll join this one over here because it's the most people around. Let's go ahead, join event. I'll probably be halfway through it, but that's fine with me. It's always better to do primal cuts, whoa, with other people around. See you later. Have a nice life there, bog crawler. Oh, right on. Wait for more to come. Get one guy way over there. Guys over there. As long as you can get a couple shots off and land them, you'll be good. Myler King over there, nice. Now this one here is usually a one of those behemoths there, like that giant looking super mutant kind of guy. Right, we got one more wave to go here. Sure, we're locked and loaded here. So it's good to have the high ground, you know what I mean? Oh, there he is right there. There's our prime behemoth. In this location here, this is the one that usually pops up. It's not going to be a behemoth every single time. Sometimes it's a sheep squatch. There we go. Kill the super mutant. There we go. So behemoth, as you can see, it does count as a super mutant. So that was pretty good to see that. That's something that I've always kind of wondered. I kind of thought it did, but I never actually never had a chance to test it out until right now, which is pretty awesome. Pretty happy about that. All kinds of meat through this, through these prime meat events as well. So that's pretty cool. Oh, look at that fiber optics, Jim. Yeah, don't forget your fiber optics from those fog crawlers, okay? Very valuable. I don't think he was a legendary. No, he wasn't. Alien blaster round, stim packs. Okay, good stuff. Grab that. Yeah, lots of good stuff there. Oh, there's something else going on, isn't there? No. You gotta be careful with the prime meat events, because sometimes there'll be the straggler enemy around, so just an FYI there. Alright, good stuff. That's pretty cool. I'm glad we were able to see that there, that the behemoth counts as a super mutant. That's pretty awesome. Alright, what's next here, Jim? What is next? So that was complete the event Primal Cuts. Again, it's always good to complete that with other folks that you have on a team kind of deal. All right, the rest of these things, I would like to kind of go to a private server, just because how I make videos is a little easier for me. So let's go ahead and do that. I know not everyone can do that, but just how I'm making videos, I like to get the mobs and the enemies where I want them kind of deal, and most objects. All right. Can't believe we're almost the end of May already. It's unbelievable. It just seemed like we just at the beginning of May. You know what I mean? Like it's just craziness. You know, the 2 weeks of the spring cleaning events. This is around the second week of the Graham's Meat Cook. You had a week of the Mothman Equinox back. It's just crazy busy here in the old wasteland. All right. All right, let's head back to our camp here. All right, good stuff. Now, again, those of you who are new to the channel, the main thing you got to remember when we're doing daily, weekly challenges, the stuff that I show you in the videos are all valid because I do them all real time. The only thing that would be difficult is that if you're looking for a particular item, like teddy bears, for example, there's a lot of teddy bears we have to collect this week. If you go to certain spots and you're looking at my videos, those are spawning spots. It's just that you could be on a server with other people, and those other people will just grab them all. All right, so you have to keep that in mind, and you will have the server hop in. I know it's a little bit of a pain, especially if you never played Fallout 76 before, and you're thinking to yourself, why do I have the server hop so much? And it doesn't make any sense. But server hopping is definitely part of the game because you're competition with basically everyone on the server, unless you're on a private server, which is a luxury that the Fallout First people have. But that's why I always try to mention it, and I definitely understand the frustration is good because I haven't had Fallout First, for the longest time, only when I started making videos. So I definitely understand the frustration. So you just got to be patient sometimes, right? So just an FYI, if you're watching one of my videos and you don't come across, what I show you in the video, just be patient, okay? You're just going to have to server hop and or go to other areas. It's probably your best bet. All right, let's take a look here. Scrap junk to produce adhesive 5. So again, we can find adhesive all around the wasteland. We have, glue, we have duct tape. But probably one of the best ways, just because we're doing daily, weekly challenges, okay, we just want to get them done. We're not actually looking for the stuff. We can bulk adhesive right here at the Tinker's Workbench. Let's go ahead and go craft. Go down here to bulk. Go down here to bulk adhesive. So as long as you have 10 excess adhesive and 2 plastic in your stash or scrap box, this method will work for you. Let's go ahead and bulk just one. That's all that we need. Now let's back out. Let's go ahead and scrap that bulk adhesive that we just crafted here. Done. Scrap junk to produce adhesive 5 for 5, just like that. Again, nothing's stopping you from going. Like if you have a lot of time, you're not on a short time schedule. You can go around and look for that duct tape or that super glue, wonder glue there, and do it that way if you so wish. Or if you happen to have one of these guys here, excess adhesive kind of thing, tree sap collector. What's next here, Jim? What is next? Mod a piece of armor 5. So again, we can find armor all around the wasteland. As you saw during the Primal Cuts event, that behemoth had a lot of armor on them. Okay, you can just have grabbed that and scrapped it. Okay, and that's something that you can do. Nothing wrong with that. Another good source of armor is Grafton monsters. You can find some Grafton monsters right down here, Charleston Train Yard. Down here, the Charleston Capitol building. It's actually a little bit further down the road, closer to the dam, more than anything. You can find Grafton monster up here at Hemlock Holes, just to the north and the other side of the building. Usually a Grafton monster will have an item or 2 of armor that's on them. Alright, so just an FYI, if you do Collision Course, which is right here in Morgantown, which you can spawn in yourself. It's a little event called Collision Course. Lots of Scorched up there. You can find some armor pieces from completing that event as well. But that's just kind of give you examples of where you can find armor, and then you can scrap that armor. When you scrap armor, you will learn mods off that armor, okay? And it doesn't have to be armor that you wear day to day. It can be armor that just a piece that you have in your stash box just for completing daily, weekly challenges. And what I usually tell people is have a piece of armor that a paint for, because paint is only going to cost you oil. Not everyone has Fallout First and has an unlimited, scrap box full of junk, right? You might be kind of short on supplies. So when you modify armor, you're actually using valuable resources that you may or may not have. So I always kind of, preach to people, it's always good, recommended by me anyway, just to do it fast and quick. To have a piece of armor that you either use day to day, or have a piece of armor in your stash or scrap box, your stash box, that you know what paint for. So we're going to go to the atomic shop real quick just to kind of give you an idea. All right, so paint, if you go down here to the skin section, you slide it over. You go down here, very similar to the weapons, but for armor. In this section under armor, this will show you the paints that you know. This is more so for the returning players because we would have, if you would have participated in past scoreboards, you would have been rewarded free paints for all the various types of armor that we have in the game, as you can see in my case. And I've never bought a paint for any armor or any weapon. All these have been rewarded for free off a previous scoreboard. So this is more so for the returning folks. But you can also buy paints in the Atomic Shop. We see that all the time in the Atomic Shop for certain paints, for armor, for power armor, for weapons even, right? Let's take a look at that real quick. Right, there's a paint for power armor there, for example. And I don't think we have any paint for just regular armor. So just an FYI. Sometimes it does pop up once in a while. You just got to keep an eye on it. All right. The paint, I'm using Secret Service armor that I have on all the time. So let's go ahead. We're going to go to our armor workbench here. We're going to go modify. I know it's a lot of explaining, but I like to try to be give as much information as I possibly can and some ideas to folks, kind of bounce ideas off of people. So we're going to use the Secret Service left arm, which I obviously have several paints for, but again, I can, put different mods on or whatever, but it's going to cost valuable resources, and that's with everything in the game. That's why I mentioned only the paint. As you can see, we're going to go to this Alaskan winter paint. It's going to cost me 1 oil. See that? 1 for 5. Let's go no paints, and it's not going to cost me anything at all. 2 for 5. See that? Just keep going back and forth. Just like that. Mod a piece of armor 5 for 5 just by paint. And that's what I highly recommend to people. And again, if you use a piece of armor day to day, you don't know a paint for it, that's fine. Even if you have a leather piece of armor, something real simple and that you happen to know a paint for, you could check the Atomic Shop like the way I just showed you. Just put it in your stash box and just save it, because this particular daily, weekly challenge pops up at least a couple times a month. Okay, easy score. All right. And if you don't know a paint, put a mod on it. It is what it is, right? What's next, Jim? What is next? Now that we beat that to death. All right. Scrap a pipe gun 3. So again, we can find pipe guns most so in the forest region. I'm thinking of Scorched. I'm thinking of Super Mutants will have piped guns on them. You can find maybe the odd pipe gun in around through Flatwoods. Excuse me, just losing my voice. And right down through Flatwoods, maybe some of these little areas where you'll find some human settlements, you'll find the odd pipe gun as well. I wish I could show you, but the problem is that it really depends on the server that you're on, because I could show you all day long, but every server is going to be different. It all depends on if it spawns in or not, okay? So what I highly recommend to people is pipe guns you can actually craft very, very early on in the game. Let's go to our weapons workbench here. Let's go ahead and go craft for a second, just to kind of show you. So here's some examples of some pipe guns, and these guys here can be built at level 1. Now, I've been playing this game right from the beginning, and I'm pretty certain that these weapons you can craft very early on in the game. Like, I'm thinking, like, as soon as you get out of the vault. And for those of you who are brand spanking new to the game, maybe you can just kind of chime in on the comments if that is still true or not, but I'm fairly certain that I was able to craft these at level 5, all right, at my at a little workbench. So just an FYI there. So we're actually going to craft some level 1s, just 3 of these. Again, is going to cost you some requirements. But if you don't have the requirements, again, Scorched, Super Mutants, all through the forest region, the vast majority of them will have pipe guns on them. You just pick them up and scrap them. We get a craft 2 more, Jim. There we go. All right, let's back out. Now let's head and go scrap these pipe guns here. I guess we did only need 3. My mistake. That's all right. We're all good. Scrap a pipe gun. So you can craft them, and you can scrap them yourself right at your camp, right at your weapons workbench, whatever you want to do. All right. What's next here? Collect a teapot too, so you will come across some videos of mine One such popular video, just one sec. Having the old rough time with the old acid reflux today. Right here at the Palace of the Winding Path, or you'll come across a couple videos of mine, and you can find at least 7. At least 7 teapots up here, Palace of the Winding Path. Extremely, extremely popular. Again, if you're new to the game, you pop up here after watching my older video. You don't see any. That doesn't mean that they're not there. They will spawn in. It's just that someone on that server got there before you and took them all. Okay? And you'll come across that a lot in this game. Another good spot for some teapots is right down here again at the giant teapot. If I can find it here. Right here. Giant teapot. You can find maybe about 3 or 4 here at the very most. You can find the odd teapot in these settlements here. Not so much. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I saw it at the Blue Ridge Bunkhouse, Settlers Ridge kind of area. So just an FYI, you could find a teapot or 2 right down here. A little bit harder area, Appalachian Antiques. That's another video I made. That was a very long time ago. But let's go up here. We're gonna go right here to the most popular area at the Palace of the Winding Path. Let's pop up here today. Now again, I highly recommend you only take what you need. If you're a person like me that only has so much time in the day, I don't plan on resetting the game anytime soon, so I only take what I need for these, because I'm sure it's going to pop up again this week. Alright. What you want to do is you're going to go this way, and I'm going to head right to the main building. That's where we want to be. Right, so there are going to be some scorched in here, so just be on the lookout for that. And we're just going to head downstairs. Right in this employees only. Head to this door right here. Might have to come across the odd scorched. As you can see, the teapots are just falling. Alright. Take care of this cat. Uh-oh. What did he just say? Simmer down, guys. Simmer down. Alright, so again, this teapot has been kind of came off during the explosion, so here's one guy right here. I thought there was another one right here as well. That's the one thing you have to be careful. If you have far-flung fireworks, there could be some explosions that could kind of send them off in the distance. Alright? And then, of course, we got this little sitting area room, and there's all kinds of teapots here. There's one right here. I'm going to grab, there we go. Complete, like the teapot 2 for 2. There's another one right here. We're just going to leave that one alone. Another one right there. Another one right there. Another one right there. And if you go down this area here, they'll be take you to a larger kind of kitchen area. You'll find at least 2 more down in that area there as well. But it's a pretty good spot for teapots, as you can see. Hands down, probably the best spot. All right, what's next here, Jim? Kill the Super Mutant 5. So as you can see, we have 2 of 5 complete. We did kill that Behemoth there, and Behemoth. Probably butchering the name. But that enemy during Primal cuts, and as I said, he looks like a big giant super mutant. Even though he's not called a super mutant, he is considered a super mutant, as you saw. It popped up, and that's why I usually kind of have them tracked. Just so when you guys see it, and you guys are watching, you guys say, okay, he did count as a super mutant, so it's just, I'm just not making it up or anything. So, again, super mutants we can find all throughout the wasteland. Right down here, Grafton Dam. Grafton Steel is probably one of the best spots for super mutants for low-level players and medium-level players, hands down. Grafton, we'll find some super mutants up here. New Gad down here as well. Some higher level areas, again, we have the West Tech. And we have the Huntersville. Again, they're a little bit higher level areas, so just kind of watch out for those areas. And if you have those of you who have camps in the forest region, you guys know sometimes your camp will be attacked by the odd super mutant or two with a mutant hound. So just kind of FYI on that. So let's actually go over here to yeah, we went to Grafton the last time. Let's go down here to New Gad. We haven't been down here in a little bit. Let's pop down to New Gad. Right, so one thing good about this particular daily quest, or daily challenge, is, any weapon, we're not crippling them in any way, we're just shooting them, and that's it, and getting out of here. There we go. All we needed was the 3. We did kill 2 other super mutants around there, so I don't know what he's shooting at. That guy needs to get some glasses or something, maybe. Alright, so New Ghetto, as we all know, there's all kinds of super mutants here. Just gotta be careful because they'll all kind of rush you a little bit. It could be a little overwhelming, especially if you're a newer player. Right, what's next here, Jim? Destroying Assaultron 1. So again, I have a couple older videos. I show you some great spots for Assaultrons. If you come here to Charleston Station, and then you walk across the first red bridge, okay, then you go back, you'll have this red barn that's on the east side here. There are random encounters that happen there, and once in a while, there'll be an Assaultron there that will pop up as a random encounter. So that is a possibility. Again, it's not 100%. Right, that's the main thing you got to remember. It's not 100%, but it can happen there. But if you're looking for an Assaultron, unfortunately, your best bet is right down here in Watoga. Let's go ahead and go to our survival tent. If you don't have a survival tent, you just have to either make your way down here. But this is probably the best spot. It's a little bit of an unfair challenge, especially for the newer folk. The best bet, you can join a team, and if someone has their camp down here, it's a free fast travel. You can do it that way if you so wish. Alright, so once when you're here in Watoga, now you can come here at any time. If you did not complete Mayor of Watoga, all the robots will be aggressive towards you. So you just got to be very careful, very cautious, even if you're an experienced player. But if you did complete Mayor of Watoga, all the robots will be passive, okay? Even if you destroy a robot in front of the other one, they won't attack you. Now, one thing I do find about these Assaultrons, because they are a little beefier, I find if you're not quick enough killing them, they will turn aggressive, just like less than 25% life left, all right? So just kind of keep that in mind. Just make sure you're locked and loaded. We're just going to... Oh, okay, so he's... There we go. Yeah, destroying Assaultron 1 for 1. And I would say that's your best bet. Now, there's usually 4 of them here. That's the first guy. We'll go along here, just so I can kind of show you. And as you can see, the robots. I did Mayor of Watoga a very long time ago. I think I was like level 49. That was a long time ago. You got the other Assaultron here. Here's the other guy down there. I don't know why he's down there. Usually he's up on the walkway here. That's weird. That's weird. And there should be another one down here a little bit further. Unless he's just kind of roaming around too. Who knows? Yeah, there he is right there. See, he just kind of popped up there. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, we haven't been here in a little while. What's next here? That's it. We're all done. Again, not too bad. We did the Graham's meat cook. We did the Primal cuts. And a few different ones here today, so that's good to see. Nice to kind of a little bit of a mix there, so that's pretty cool. Again, this is my Sunday, so tomorrow, Friday, is actually my Monday. So I'm back to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday day shift, so 12-hour shift. I will be putting out my daily challenge video as I do every single day. And I just usually try to get off work. I live fairly close to work, so I usually rush home and get right on, make the video. So I will be making the video. It'll just be a little bit later than usual. So just an FYI, I have all kinds of other videos you can watch if you're having trouble, if you so wish. But if you are waiting for that daily challenge video, I will be putting them out those 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just be a little bit later than usual. And I appreciate everyone's patience and support. I appreciate every single one of you. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Starwin138, Robco. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.